What's up, guys? It's Tom here, back again with another video. Today we'll be talking about the upcoming awards. I'll be talking about the MVPs, Cy Young winners, and also the Rookie of the Years. So the Rookie of the Year for the AL and NL will be revealed on the 9th, and then we have the Cy Young winners that will be announced on the 11th, and then the MVPs of both leagues will be announced November 12th. I don't want to waste any of your time, so let's get to the juicy part of the video right off the bat. We'll be talking about the MVPs for both leagues, and first we'll talk about the National League. The three finalists for the NL MVP is Freddie Freeman, Mookie Betts, and Manny Machado. I believe this is an easy one. I think Freddie Freeman will win it by a very large margin. He hit 341 with a on-base percentage of 462, a slugging percentage of 640 with an OPS of 1102, a WOBA of 456, WRC plus of 187. He had 13 home runs, 53 RBIs, and he had a ridiculous amount of doubles. He had 23 of them this season. I really think he's the clear front runner. He played super well. Also, not to mention, he had a WAR of 3.4. So without a doubt, I think most valuable player in the National League will be Freddie Freeman. I'll share the stats of Mookie Betts and Manny Machado as well. Mookie hit 292 with an on-base percentage of 366, a slugging percentage of 562, which makes an OPS of 927. Oh my goodness. Fellas, there's an ant on my leg. Ooh. Goodbye. Had a WOBA of 390. WRC plus of 149, hit 16 home runs, 39 RBIs, 9 doubles. Mookie Betts had a WAR of 3. Over to Manny Machado, hit 304 with an on-base percentage of 370. Slugging percentage was 580 for an OPS of 950. His WOBA was 391, WRC plus 148. Hit 16 home runs, had 47 RBIs with 12 doubles. Let's move over to the American League now. The three finalists for the American League are Jose Abreu, DJ LeMahieu, and Jose Ramirez. I think this will be a very tight race between Jose Abreu and DJ LeMahieu. So let me tell you their stats. Jose Abreu hit 317, had an on-base percentage of 370, slugging percentage of 617 for an OPS of 987. Had a WOBA of 411 and a WRC plus of 167. He hit 19 home runs, had 60 RBIs, 15 doubles, 6.9% walk percentage, and then a 22.5 strikeout percentage. Obviously, you know what you're getting out of a Jose Abreu. Power hitter, will drive in those runs for you. Had 60 RBIs. That's an insane amount of RBIs in a 60-game season. If he kept that up, he would have had basically averages 1 a game. If he kept that pace up over a whole season, that's 162 RBIs. I'll talk about DJ LeMahieu's stats, but I just think Abreu will win because of those power stats, having more home runs and then driving in more runners. So DJ LeMahieu has an average of 364, on-base percentage of 421, slugging percentage of 590 for an OPS of 1011. WOBA 429, WRC plus 177, had 10 home runs, 27 RBIs, 10 doubles, 8.3% walk percentage, and then strikeout percentage was at 9.7%. If you compare the strikeout percentage between Abreu and LeMahieu, you'll see a big difference. Abreu, obviously a power hitter, strikes out more compared to LeMahieu, more of a contact hitter. I just think this one's going to be really close. LeMahieu has the better on-base percentage, slightly lower slugging, higher OPS, had the higher batting average as well. But if you dig deeper, had the higher WOBA, had the higher WRC plus. And then I just think the only knock will be him not having as many home runs as Jose Abreu, and then driving in less than half of the runs that Jose Abreu did. So now we'll turn to the other finalist, Jose Ramirez. He hit 292, on-base percentage of 386, 607 slugging percentage for an OPS of 993, a 415 WOBA, and a 163 WRC plus. Had 17 home runs, 46 RBIs. He did have a higher WAR than both Jose Abreu and DJ LeMahieu at 3.4, where DJ LeMahieu had 2.5 WAR and Jose Abreu accumulated 2.6 WAR. I think he's just going to get left behind in this race. I think the race will definitely be between DJ LeMahieu and Jose Abreu. I don't see him winning it this year over Jose Abreu or DJ LeMahieu. Now that we've covered the MVPs, now let's turn to the pitchers and look at the Cy Young finalists for both the National League and American League. We'll start out with the NL side of things. The finalists are Trevor Bauer, Jacob deGrom, and Yu Darvish. I think this will also be a very tight race as well. Oof. Who do I think will win it? Man, oh, my gut's saying Trevor Bauer, but so there's some things. I just think Jacob deGrom, best stuff in baseball, throws like 92-mile-per-hour changeup and sliders. Like, I wish I could throw 90. I wish I could touch what he's throwing with his changeup and then just consistently throwing upper 90s, flicking upper 9s, you know, casually as a starter. And this would be his third year in a row winning it if he did win it this year, which would put him in some historic company. At the end of the day, my gut says Trevor Bauer, so I'll show you the stats and you can decide for yourself. Trevor Bauer went 5-4 in 73 innings pitched, had a 1.73 ERA. He had a 12.33 K per 9, a whip of 0.79, FIP of 2.88, and his batting average against was 159, and he had 100 strikeouts on the season. We'll turn over to Jacob deGrom. He went 4-2 in 68 innings pitched, had a 2.38 ERA, 13.76 K per 9, 0.96 whip, 2.26 FIP, and a batting average against of 188, and had 104 strikeouts on the season. If you compare these two guys, very similar. Also their WAR, Trevor Bauer 2.5 WAR, and then Jacob deGrom 2.6 WAR, so very similar. Just looking at it, Bauer's got the lower ERA, but he also does have the lower K per 9. Jacob deGrom had more strikeouts and less innings pitched. He has a lower FIP. And then also like I said earlier, he has the best stuff in baseball in my opinion. But Trevor Bauer does have 2 complete games on the season. He also has that narrative of he's that workhorse, that #1 ace for the Cincinnati Reds, and carried them down the stretch into the playoffs and put up one hell of a fight in the playoffs as well. So it'll be interesting to see how this race goes. And then now I'll mention the final finalist, Yu Darvish. Final finalist, that's funny. He went 8-3 in 76 innings pitched, a 2.01 ERA, 11.01 K per 9, a whip of 0.96, FIP of 2.23, batting average against was 210, and had 93 strikeouts on the season. Darvish also has some insane, disgusting, filthy pitches. His pitching arsenal is massive. It seems like he has like 25 different pitches he could throw. His WAR was higher than Trevor Bauer and Jacob deGrom at 3. Wins and losses don't really matter in a Cy Young race. I think this will be a race between Trevor Bauer and Jacob deGrom, and I don't think Yu Darvish really has a shot of winning it this year. He is my favorite player though, and it's really cool that he got mentioned as a finalist this year. So congrats, Darvish. Omedetou gozaimasu. Now let's talk about the AL Cy Young race. For this one, I think this is going to be a no-brainer. Shane Bieber. If you think otherwise, you're kind of crazy. But I'll show you guys the stats. I'll share them with you. Shane Bieber went 8-1 in 77 1/3 innings pitched, a 1.63 ERA, a very high 14.2 K per 9, a 0.87 whip, 2.07 FIP. Batting average against was 167, and had 122 strikeouts on the year. He won the pitching triple crown: most wins, most strikeouts, lowest ERA. He also had the highest WAR out of the 3 finalists, which are him, Shane Bieber, Kenta Maeda, and Hyunjin Ryu. We'll run through the stats of the other 2 guys as well. Kenta Maeda went 6-1 in 66 2/3 innings pitched, had a 2.7 ERA, 10.8 K per 9, 0.75 whip. He had a 3 FIP on the dot, had a 168 batting average against, and had 80 strikeouts on the year. Now moving down to Hyunjin Ryu. He went 5-2 in 67 innings pitched, had a 2.69 ERA, a K per 9 of 9.67, a 1.15 whip, 3.01 FIP. Ooh, that's rhyming. All right, let's get it. 0.233 batting average against, and 72 strikeouts on the year. Without a doubt, this is the easy one. Shane Bieber winning it 100%. If you tell me otherwise, you're crazy. You might need to get checked out or something. So yeah, Shane Bieber winning AL Cy Young this year. We talked about the MVPs. We talked about the Cy Youngs. Now it's time to move on to the Rookie of the Year award for the NL and AL. In the NL, the 3 finalists are Devin Williams, Alec Bohm, and Jake Cronenworth. Out of the 3, this might be a hot take. But in my opinion, the NL Rookie of the Year is Devin Williams. He was lights out this year. He won the NL Reliever of the Year this year. Absolutely dominant performance by him this season. Devin Williams went 4-1 in 27 innings pitched, a .33 ERA, 17.67 K per 9. That's absolutely insane. A .63 whip, .86 FIP, batting average against .089. He had 53 strikeouts. He only allowed 8 hits the whole year in 27 innings and only allowed 1 earned run, which was a solo shot by, I think, Colin Moran of the Pirates. He left a fastball right over the middle and wham, home run. So he basically had a flawless season going. I almost forgot this. His changeup, absolutely disgusting. It just comes up and then good night, it's gone. Just putting hitters to sleep. Absolutely wicked stuff, and that's why I think he'll win the Rookie of the Year award in the National League. I'll cover the other 2 finalists' stats. We'll start with Alec Bohm. He hit .338 with an on-base percentage of 400 and a slugging percentage of 481 for an OPS of 881. His WOBA was 381, WRC plus 138, hit 4 home runs, 23 RBIs, and had 11 doubles on the year. Now we got Jake Cronenworth from the San Diego Padres. He hit .285 with a 354 on-base percentage, 477 slugging percentage for an OPS of 831, a WOBA of 356, WRC plus 125, hit 4 home runs, 20 RBIs, and hit 15 doubles on the year. Moving on to the last award that'll be given out today is the AL Rookie of the Year. The 3 finalists for the AL Rookie of the Year are Kyle Lewis, Luis Robert or Luis Robert, and Christian Javier. I think the winner of this will be Kyle Lewis. He played very well this year, so I'll share his stats with you guys. He hit .262 with an on-base percentage of 364, slugging percentage of 437 for an OPS of 801. His WOBA was 349, WRC plus 126, hit 11 home runs, 28 RBIs. Now move down to Luis Robert. Lou Bob, he hit .233 with an on-base percentage of 302, slugging percentage 436 for an OPS of 738. WOBA was 316, WRC plus 101. He hit 11 home runs just like Kyle Lewis did and had a tad bit more RBIs at 31. Kyle Lewis, Luis Robert, very similar, but I think at the end of the day, Kyle Lewis takes it. Better average, better on-base percentage, just 1 point higher in slugging, had a higher OPS, higher WOBA, WRC plus higher, same amount of home runs, tad bit less RBIs, kind of identical across the board, but I think at the end of the day, Kyle Lewis did perform better. I don't want to leave out the stats of Christian Javier either, so I'll mention them real quick. He went 5-2 this year in 54 1/3 innings pitched, had a 3.48 ERA, 8.94 K per 9, a whip of .99, FIP of 4.94, and batting average against 186, and had 54 strikeouts on the season. I think this race will be between Kyle Lewis and Luis Robert. I really hope Kyle Lewis wins. A Mariner winning something for once, that'd be very sweet. JP Crawford and Evan White from the Mariners won a Gold Glove for them, so congrats to you guys. That's awesome, representing the PNW. Keep up your thing. I think the Mariners, oh god, I'm getting my hopes up, guys, that the Mariners will be good. This happens every year. Everyone thinks the Mariners, this is the year. They get off to a hot start. We're like, oh my god, this really is the year. And then, they do horrible and don't make the playoffs, just like every year. So, with that being said, after my little rant, Kyle Lewis, AL Rookie of the Year. So that wraps things up. I told you guys my MVP winners, Cy Young winners, and my Rookie of the Year winners. Let me know down in the comments if you have any objections, and make your case for some of the other guys. Don't forget to like and subscribe. We did really good on the last video, over 3,000 views, by far my most watched video. Thank you guys so much. We're only gonna keep going up from here, and I can't do it without you guys. So thank you for watching the video. I hope you have a great day, and I'll see you in the next video.
Perfect.